Beautiful, Heather.
Thank you.
Party. Everything's being weird, so give us a minute, guys. Sorry. Okay. There we go. Maybe. There we go. All right. We are live.
There we are.
Are you good over there?
I think so.
All right. Oh,
Everything was being weird.
everything's being weird. Everything's signed us out and needs signed back in, and then everything changes and updates and good stuff. So,
Tammie, I have a friend that I'd like to join, and she was interested. I don't know if she reached out to you
what was
today. Her name's Mary.
Yes, she did.
Yes, I heard from her this morning. I think I got her in the group.
Oh, cool. She's
Um,
very interested.
if you want to send her the link and she could jump in now,
Okay, I'll do that.
you're welcome to do that. I'm not if she knows how to do Zoom. If she doesn't, we can work on that for next time. But so hello and welcome everybody. We are trying to get it together.
We're always a hot mess.
All right. Poor Lance can't see out of one eye. His contact's gone. And
Had an issue today. Scratched my eye.
so
So
he can't do it.
no contact, one eye, can't hear. So I'm doing good.
Kevin came and fixed my chronometer for me, and now I have a bellyache. I finally quit sneezing. Now I'm afraid I'm gonna go the other way.
That was bizarre.
I couldn't quit. Kevin come over and they came and mowed my yard. And I don't know if they ran through something or what, but I had a sneezing fit and couldn't quit. And I'm like, okay, am I gonna sneeze to death, pee my pants? What I'm gonna do? So, all right, come on in. So we are, as most of you know, I'm coming off of my weeks of holiday and birthday. So we are jumping right back in and we're trying to do it. I'm amazed at we did cake or we did a brownie and ice cream on my birthday, which was the 21st. So what are we talking? 8 days ago. My glucose this morning was still 101, ketones 0.3. So that is how much this one stupid celebration night messes me up. My conclusion to all of that is it's just not worth it. It is not worth it to be messed up for that long. We haven't ate anything crazy in the meantime. It is just, we have had a couple cookouts that were later in the day than we usually eat and things like that, but nothing major. But I'm amazed at how much, even as strict as I stay, I don't eat a bunch of crap. We don't jump ship, that eating window matters. And just having that one celebration night is enough to totally derail me. So moving into this weekend, I am going to clean up. We got a bunch of meat left from cookouts and stuff like that. So I'm going to finish up the meat. And then come Sunday, if my numbers are still bad, I am going to jump into either a sardine challenge or something. I've played with chronometer and got my fat and everything changed around a little bit. So I'm going to try to follow a little bit new numbers and see what it does to my chemistry. So that is where I'm at and go.
I'm just kind of holding space, kind of staying right where I'm at. Just waiting to really kick it on with her, with the sardines and stuff this next week. So we'll go from there.
Time to shoot some cleanup. We got a new blog coming out that'll be on just shooting some summer cleanup, getting prepped and ready. I always think summer is the easiest time to do this because no matter where we're going, everybody has meat on the grill. And it's one of those you can go to social functions, you can socialize, you can keep it easy. Just go and eat the meat on the grill, stuff some butter in your bag in a to-go bag to go, do the
Charcuterie board.
do that board, do that board. There a lot cheese and meat a tray is always easy when you go to a cookout or something like that. So those kind of things are always easy.
Cookouts are cool.
Right. So don't be afraid of cookouts and socializing. This is the time you can go and eat the meat, add the fat, cut the crap, and it keeps you going. And you're not looking like a spectacle because most people are at a cookout and enjoying the meat. So it's not an issue. So enjoy it, enjoy the season. But let's get it kicked off on the right spot and go prepared. So that's what we talk about in that blog a little bit is don't go to a cookout starving to death. Don't go to where you want to go and just scarf everything because there's going to be foods there that are going to trip you up. So go kind of full where you can still take a little bit of meat, a little bit of fat, whatever. And don't be afraid to take some bacon in a bag. Don't be afraid to take some butter in your bag, some good salt. take it with you, but go and enjoy, but go prepped and ready. And if you go when you're not hungry and you learn to make it about the people and the socializing and the friendships and the relationships and not about the food the whole night, it makes cookouts and family gatherings so much more enjoyable. And we take the focus off the food, take it and put it onto the people. That's what we're here for. Food should not be our aha moment of every gathering. So that's where we're at. So come on in, Dawn. Come and check in. Tell us how you're doing.
I'm doing okay. My numbers were good. Been very, very diligent about tracking my numbers. Except for last Sunday. A lot of birthdays, a lot of celebrations. And the nice thing is I usually host them at my house. And so when I'm in control, I get to plan the menu, and that's
Nice.
always nice. We also have a few other keto people in our family, and so it usually works out pretty well. My doctor reached out to me though and said she wants me on a low fat diet because my cholesterol's high. So it, yeah, that's not going to happen, but
Right.
but I'm hoping that because my husband and I have been walking 2 miles a day, which we're pretty sedentary. Like that was, so I'm hoping that the exercise will kind of help those numbers a little bit. I'll walk, I'll exercise, but I can't go low fat.
Watch your numbers too. When you do that, you may get a little bit of a rise in your glucose. Don't be alarmed because you're probably pulling some glucose out of storage. It's going to put it in circulation in your system, and then you're going to have to use that up as you exercise and as you go those different things. So don't be alarmed that, hey, my exercising and now I've got glucose everywhere. No, don't be alarmed because it just pulls it out of reserves to put in your system. So then
I'm sure I got plenty of reserves. So
you burn through that, and then you'll be good. So
yeah. Well, the nice thing is, I mean, we've been doing this for 2 or 3 weeks now. My morning glucose for the last few days have been double digits, which is significant for me because I have really hard time staying out of the triple digits. I'm a good ketone maker, and it's so funny that it's not funny, haha, but my husband has cancer, and it's so hard for him to make ketones. And and I was telling him that's your metabolically it's going to be hard because of that history.
Yeah.
So
there has got to be a link on somewhere in there. Those of us that fight the cancer and have had the treatments and all the stuff put in our body, there has got to be some kind of connection between that because you can just see it across the board. Even the other cancer patients that I coach and stuff like that, we just struggle. Even though we do all the hard stuff, we're diligent, but it doesn't come easy. And that's why you just have to constantly keep learning and adjusting and doing it. So I applaud you for going for the walk and getting exercise and moving. And I think that would be something encouraging we can all try to do.
It's really nice to do it with my husband because we have 45 minutes where we just talk. And I really look forward to that time. Now he's 6'3", I'm 5'2". So I get a really good cardio workout. He doesn't. For him.
I can relate.
No, don't even start that because she may be shorter than I am, but her little legs, they move twice as fast as mine.
They have to
keep
up.
So when we're trying to walk and I try to walk at a slow pace, she's out and it's like, come here, come here.
Well, prayers for your husband, first of all, but kudos to you for
Thank
both
you.
of you for doing it together. And
yes, that makes a big difference.
yeah, I think that is such a key of having somebody in your family to do it with that you love and care about, because he pushes me on the days I'm struggling. I can push him on the days he's struggling, and doing it as a team like that, that's why, I even applaud Heather and her daughter is just, to have somebody beside you doing it. And there's so many people in the group that this is the only support they have. Hello, beautiful. I see her. She's like, mom
quit.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that he's fighting like hell
Yep.
to be here.
Yes.
That I appreciate that so much.
Yeah.
And if he's gonna fight like hell,
Yeah.
we're married, we're one. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna fight like hell with him. So
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And you are probably the best strength he could ever have. And
we definitely lift each other up.
yep. And
Good.
I think
Anyway.
that's part of being a good team and truly being in it together, whatever you're fighting through. He tells him, like, I would be dead if it wasn't for his support. I mean, I don't mean that as a joke. I mean, I would not be here if I wouldn't have his support. And it just, you take those things for granted and try not to take them for granted, but you learn to lean on each other and love on each other. And that's what keeps you fighting. So,
Yeah, and I think those hard times, those really difficult diagnosis, and that it's you do appreciate what you have a whole lot more. You
do.
can't take stuff for granted when you see what can happen.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And how fast it can change and be taken away.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Definitely. So hugs
Good
and
for you.
prayers, yes, and thank you for being
Tell
such
your
a
husband
hero.
to keep on keeping on.
Yes.
Yeah,
tell him
he's
if he keeps-
definitely motivated. He's more
Good.
motivated than me most days. So.
Good.
puts a fight in you never knew you had.
Uh-huh.
Can I ask Dawn a question? I'm just
Yes.
curious. Does your husband do a lot of fasting, like 3-day fasts and whatnot?
He does even more extended fasts than that. He's done a lot of research about extended fasts
Yeah.
and cancer, and he's done I don't know how many 21-day fasts where it's just
Ooh.
water for
Ooh.
21 days. And he's done that multiple times. Now he's decided now to do like a 5 to 7-day fast once a month instead of doing a 21-day fast quarterly, because so anyway, he's kind of switched it up a little bit. But yeah, I don't know how he does that. I honestly don't. 72-hour fast is for me just so hard.
Mind power.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
But
what? I mean, I will tell you, as being a cancer survivor, when you're given that diagnosis, you find a strength in you that you pull out from your gut that you never knew you had.
yeah,
It comes down to you're making a decision. If you think it's something that could help save your life, you will find a strength that you didn't know God gave you. And I applaud
Yeah.
your husband, because 21 days, that's a long time.
That's a
that
long.
is a long time.
That's
That
a
is a
long-
long time. But and he's very motivated now. And now anytime somebody talks about, we've got 7 grandkids, and I do feed them junk food. I'm sorry, but and every time I bring something into the house, that's poison. You're feeding our grandchildren poison.
Yep.
Hey.
Yep. You got to do the best you can do. And sometimes it's easier than other times. I got one set of family that does it, one set that doesn't, and you get the best of
Yeah.
both worlds. So it's just one of those, you got to make the best decisions you can make and do what you can do. So
Yeah. When I have my 19-year-old still living with us, and we've been trying to talk her into this
Yep.
lifestyle, and she's not having it. Not at
I have
all.
my older granddaughters now come in carrying their own groceries when they want something. They come on, Nana, will you make me pancakes? We got the stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, it's funny, but hugs and prayers, Dawn. We got you both
Thank you.
in prayer. Come on in, Heather. Tell me how you two are doing.
Hey there. I can go and then Ariana can go.
Okay.
All right. So let's see. I made it yesterday. I think it was 19 carbs, 19 grams of carbs. So that's my first.
Good job.
And then today I think I was at 15 or 16.
Nice.
I thought I was lower, and then I added in all these like little things that I forgot about. I'm like, oh, I put a splash of milk in my tea. I, had some Dijon mustard, and then it went up a little bit to like 15 or 16. But the thing that was interesting though today is like, I packed a steak with me to go to work because I had to work in the office, and I couldn't eat the whole thing. I was like, this is making me sick eating any more of this. Like, I just didn't want any more food. And maybe because it was not that complex in flavors, it was kind of basic. So I was done, but I was only I didn't finish my fat macros. And I didn't get to my full calories that I'm supposed to get to either. I just didn't want any more food. And the other thing I started noticing, and just I'll say my husband's Indian, so there's nothing against anyone who's of an ethnic ethnic backgrounds or ethnic food because we eat a lot of it. But I work in a tech environment, and like a lot of my coworkers are Indian. And today I'm like, what is going on? They all smell like spices. Everyone that would go past me, I was like, oh, like what is going on with these people today? And like it was like I someone would open up something across the room, like all the way across the room, like food. And I was like, whoa, everyone has really stinky food today. And I was like, I put in a complaint to HR. I'm like, can you put up signs for people to like not cook their food right near my section because it's smelling up the whole area. And after I put it in, I started saying like, I think I remember this was a side effect that you said is that you start smelling everything. Like every smell was bothering me today. So that was kind of interesting that I noticed that I'm getting that heightened sense of smell.
Yep.
And I noticed some tingling in my head too. So I said it must be just the ketones or something. Um, I know that my numbers are high, but I realized that my DBR was like 175 in the morning. And I think what it is that like I'm getting up, I'm taking a shower, I'm getting dressed, I'm putting all my stuff together and making things to go to work, and then I'm taking my numbers. And so I realized like the numbers might be lower because I'm running around when I'm doing it. And it might, like, I haven't eaten, I'll be just drinking some like water, but I'm realizing that it
Numbers
might be
first.
the time. What was
So
that?
Numbers first.
First of all, the best time to test, does everybody know this? The best time to test is first thing when your eyes first open up, before your feet hit the floor, or at least if you need to get up and go, mine stays on the bathroom counter so I can do it while I first pee. I mean, as soon as you wake up and stumble to the bathroom, have your ketone meter right there so you can check it before you get up and moving. That's the one that's truly the metabolic health. That's going to tell you where you are at every morning. That's the one that's going to navigate and be like the GPS to tell me where your chemistry's at. So a couple things that you mentioned. First of all, do not even worry about calories right now. That is not something that I want you worrying about. I want you worrying more about hitting those fat macros and proteins and carbs as low as you can get them. Not worried about calories right now because we need to get that fat in you. The sensitivity to the smell, you're absolutely right that the more you get cleaned out, and the more, because before it's almost like you become nose blind, to the smells and everything, that you will become more and more sensitive. He just nailed me again the other day. He's like, why are you so sensitive to everything? And I'm like, because when you wipe it all out, you smell everything. I mean, you will, but it's the same thing of taste or smells when you go through the drive-through. Like I said, I take the kids through the drive-through and it's like McDonald's gets me. It's like, it's awful. So it will be like that with everything, but it's not that they're doing anything different. You're just smelling it stronger. So kudos to you for that.
Yeah.
Good job getting those carbs down. Keep going. Keep getting them
Finally.
lower and lower as you can. Not being hungry is a good sign that leptin and ghrelin are starting to kick in a little bit. So if you're just feeling full and food is not looking like that aha moment that you said you were kind of bored with it wasn't giving you the spark, whatever, be thankful in that. That's a good sign. That's a sign that you're losing that addiction in the brain. You're not looking for dopamine with your food. And if you are looking for it, at least you can reason out that, I don't need it. And you'll get there. And you kind of want the food to lose the buzz. You don't want the food to stay that aha moment all the time, because as soon as you have a down moment and you're looking for dopamine, that means you turn to the food. And you don't want to do that.
Don't.
Well, I'll let Ariana speak, but I'll just say I'm really proud of her because I'll say I'm proud of her because, she said to me that she doesn't know if she could do this. It seemed a little overwhelming for her. And I just said to her, just do it really slow
Yep.
and just start lowering the sugar intake because like me, she was a sugar addict, like a lot of people. And, drinking sugary drinks, having sugary, like having candy while she's just like hanging out. And, she gets embarrassed and she works in a bakery. But she's been just cutting out all the sweets and, and as much as possible. And I said, do what you can
Yep.
because it's better to lower the glucose then if you can't get to, maybe over time she'll do this, but right now I think the focus is just on removing the sugar or like the high sugar items for her, which I think is not good for the brain. And it's not good for her condition because I know that the insulin resistance makes the brain situation a lot worse. Do you want to say anything about how you're doing? You could say
But
anything.
I don't think there's anything really different from last week, I said.
No?
But yeah, just continuing to just have less sugar foods, and I'm not having sweets and sodas. And yeah, I do notice I feel better. Like a lot of bloating went down, and I think my sleep feels better. Maybe because I'm not like eating as late. Like when I would eat later, I would notice it would kind of wake me up again. Like instead of me getting tired, it would like give me that energy. And so that's a big thing. Yeah.
Heather, I just first of all want to applaud you for even just stepping forward in it. So kudos to you. And I'm proud of you for going. This is not a race. You do not have to go fast. You do not have to try to keep up with anybody. Go nice and slow as you can. And I would rather see you go nice and slow and steady than to jump in and crash and burn and go back to where you used to be. So just cleaning up sugary drinks, just taking out the sweets and stuff like that, that is huge. Don't take that lightly. That is sometimes some of the worst addictions people deal with. And I'm proud of you. So good job. Keep going nice and slow. And I love that you two can support each other and help each other through it. And you're going to get there. It's not a race, and nobody wins because you cross finish. There's no finish line. You just learn to do better and you take one step forward, and that's exactly what you're doing. So perfect.
I want to bring one thing up for Heather too.
Yeah.
A good kudos for you was listening to your body when you said I was full and I didn't want any more of that steak.
Yes.
That is huge because you gotta come up with that balance because you're tracking how much you have to put in and you're using chronometer and I got to hit this, I got to hit this, and I got to hit that, and I got to hit this fat. But you don't lose yourself so much in the numbers and what your goals are that you don't pay attention to your body because your body is going to tell you, hey, I'm full, I'm out. You know what I mean? It will give you certain clues to say, hey, you're going in the right direction. Listen to those. Sometimes they're a gentle nudge, other times they're a slap in the face. Make sure you listen to those, even though if you don't hit your numbers.
Thank you. Yeah, that's really
Still listen to your
helpful.
body.
I mean, and I was like, oh, I mean, it's one thing if I didn't hit the calories, but I couldn't hit my fat. And I thought, well, I'm supposed to hit my fat. Is that right? Like the calories don't matter, it's more the
Right.
fat.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I couldn't hit it. I was like, I mean, unless I was just going to eat like a whole stick of butter. So it was just not getting there. I think that, okay, if you're saying it's okay that you don't get there, it's okay, right?
To begin with, that
Okay.
you have to listen to your body because there will come a point where you will need to push to hit that because you're running out of energy. Once you get switched over to that fat burning machine, you'll need to feed yourself fat or you feel tired and sluggish. So there's a balance there, but you just have to be mindful of what your body's saying. I'm not saying no, you're not supposed to hit your macros because you need to, but in the beginning, you may be bumping up against your body's not using the fat yet as a fuel. So that kind of gives you're still trying to put all that fat in, your body's not using it, and it's saying, okay, enough. You need to keep pushing that envelope on that, but don't push it so far that you go overboard, make yourself sick, and then not want to do it again. You know what I
So
mean?
can I
Just
ask you guys a question? You have other people that live in your house. Like, we're doing this together, but there's three other people that live in my house. One of which is 100% not interested in this.
Mhm.
Um, you know, and so, I know that there's a stage where you're supposed to clean out everything, but I realize like I'm not the only person living here. So although I don't have things that are tempting me, like cookies and sweets and things that I know are my temptation, there's other stuff around that's like things that other people would eat. So, I mean, is that pretty normal or like what do people do?
Sad, but it is. Let me jump back for just a minute and say the other thing that's going to be good about if you go to hit your fat macros, when you hit your fat macros, it is really hard to overeat on carbs and protein. So hitting those fats first is what is going to help bring those carbs and everything down a little bit. It just makes it easier because you're so full, you can't keep eating the other stuff. So it does help bring those carbs and stuff down. As far as for your kitchen and your house, that's why if you go over into your course, that there's a section there where we put in there about if you are not doing this alone and you do have other people in your house that you're not, I recommend there is a couple different ways you can handle it. First of all, ask everybody in your house that is not doing it with you, let them know, I need your help. I need support right now. I need your help. Even if you're not doing it with me, that's okay. Please don't sabotage me. And right now, I need to put the things that serve my health journey at eye level. I need that to be the first thing I see when I open the cabinet door. I need to be my things to be in the fridge right here that I'm allowed to have. Please do not put my favorite soda or my favorite sugary drink or my favorite snack right when you open up the pantry door or right inside your refrigerator door. Not that, you're trying to push anybody out, but put things in a bin. I use baskets and bins and stuff like that. The Pop Tarts are in there for my kids that don't do it, but they are on the bottom shelf in the back in a basket that I don't see every time I open my cabinet door. Little tricks of that, just keeping that going so it's not stimulating you when you reach in to grab your heavy cream to put in your coffee for a minute. You're not seeing your favorite soda that you're desperately trying to give up sitting right beside it. If you have two fridge, put some of those things out in the other fridge that you do not see every day. Ask your family members to please be supportive. Please, this isn't forever, but until that addiction is broke, help be that support. Again, we're not doing this to fit in our skinny jeans. We're doing this to save our lives. And it is that important. And I understand not everybody's going to do it, but you set your kitchen up for success, especially at the beginning, until you're stronger, until you can open it up and walk past that Pop Tart and go, I don't even want it. No big deal. Or Diet Pepsi. I think there's crack in Diet Coke. I mean, I don't know what it is, but there's people that
Diet Dr. Pepper, Diet Coke,
all
Diet
of those.
Pepsi, you name it.
They're awful, and it's just such a hard addiction to break for people. So have those things out someplace else where they're not stimulating you every time you open that fridge. Have the pantry set up the same way. Put it in bins that have full sides on them or baskets that you're not seeing your favorite treats every time you open your pantry. Do something to separate it from your everyday.
Just reinforce what you want to do, and try to make simple little hacks like that. Even if you have to have a drawer in the fridge that's mine, that area is mine. I'll put my stuff there. That way I know that's where I'm going. I'm not going anywhere else. I'm going to there. Or a cupboard, same thing. Reorganize the cupboards that way.
Yep.
So just different things like that. They seem simple and kind of, oh well, but it really helps the mind focus on it.
I have one other question for you quickly. I've noticed over the last few years, my short-term memory has been getting worse and worse, which concerns me. I keep forgetting things. And so is this something that can help to reverse that? Have you heard anybody talk about that their memory is getting better? Because it's like, I don't know if it's my age or what it is, but
No, absolutely. First of all, if I don't know how much you follow Dr. Boz, but Dr. Boz is actually a brain doctor. So she is actually specializes in healing brains. So that is the caveat of once you get this chemistry under control. I also teach Dr. Boz's brains class, and I love it. I absolutely love it because it talks on how do you heal the brain from TBI, from dementia, from seizures, from anxiety, from depression, all of those things. But we have to get you in ketosis to get that reversal and heal that brain. So that is why we've got to master this process first. Then we can do all the things to help get your brain going in the right direction. But we got to master this. And that is why it's so important. Absolutely. The more glucose in the brain, the faster the dementia. I mean, dementia is basically the type 3 diabetes. It is too much glucose in the brain. So yes, everything that has to do with brain health is related to glucose. So again, bringing that glucose down, getting ketones in circulation. Ketones will help. I am night and day different person when I have ketones in circulation and when I don't. When ketones are in circulation, my brain works. I'm looking at 4 screens. I can keep everything going. I can do it. As soon as I get glucose back in circulation, you can't remember your own name. I mean, it's just that frustration of I know how to do this and I can't sit here and it's hard to pull it out. Like I know how to do this action. I know how to do this. It is just so hard. And when you get ketones in circulation, you feel like a new person. So to answer that, yes, you have lots you can do on it. This is the process to do that. We have got to get the glucose down, ketones up. The least sugar and glucose you can get through in your body, the better. And that will get you there. I promise.
Good job, Heather.
Yes. Great questions, guys.
Yes.
Okay, who is on iPhone 2? I see one spot. If you want to come in and check in, you're welcome to. If not, does anybody else have any questions? Anything else we can help with? Just know, go ahead, Kev.
Heather, it seems like you're getting into this pretty well. So
Good, Kev.
Tammie's right. Worry about the the fat macro. Oh my gosh, talk about brain issues, right?
Right. It's been a rough day.
And one way that helps with that is whatever you're going to eat tomorrow, put it in chronometer today.
Mhm.
And that'll also help you with the temptations of what other people have in the house, because I have to fight that battle too. And I'm like what Lance just said, I have a shelf in the freezer and I have a shelf in the refrigerator. And everything I need's in there, because the longer you do this, the less you'll have.
Yes.
Right. You get narrowed down. Do you eat the same silly, simple things all the time?
And don't get confused with every day lots and lots of stuff on your mind with young people around and work. But yeah, the brain fog is a real thing, and it can definitely go away. Definitely.
Yep.
That was it.
I'm gonna jump in and say hi to Desiree too. So Desiree, we've missed you. Glad you're in. Glad you're watching, and we hope you feel better. So
Yep. She's fighting a cold.
and so Kev is one of those guys that he's the numbers guy, so he masters this and he gets it. And you see him over there in the group always sharing, but he's a wealth of knowledge. So it's one of those, he's understood this problem and he's done the work. He has literally done the work in 3 years.
Most of his knowledge is from experience.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. And he
Yep.
does. There is a new email that came out today, I think. The blast came out this morning. We have a new shop opened up. It has our merchant shop in it where you can go in. We have the couple t-shirts that are open and ready now. We have the one that says Journey to Healing, Eat the Meat, Add the Fat, Cut the Shit. Is her first one, and the second one is powered by coffee, ketones, and Christ. So both of those are ready, and I didn't even have my mug. We have a little travel mug with the powered by coffee, ketones, and Christ that they're up there. We will be adding new things to that shop. It's over on journeytoketo.com under supplies, and then go down to Journey to Healing shop. And it's all there. So hopefully all those things are kicking in and working. We do still have our code for Hack Your Health. JTK will save you $100 off that entry fee. drboz is running a special. It should be in your email that you received today. drboz is running a special on buy one BHB raspberry lemonade and get one half price. So it's a good time to stock up on that for any summer treats and yummy drinks. It's so good. It is a good one. It is a sweet one though. So please be aware that it is one that it's a treat. It is not one you do every day, but it's a better treat than a Gatorade. It's better than drinking a Diet Pepsi, anything like that. So if you're transitioning out of any of that, the BHB is a good tool to go to because it still has a sweetness to it. It's going to be a better sweetness than a Diet Coke. So it would be great for that. For the rest of us, it is a great treat. Literally, it's a treat when we have ice cream or put it in heavy cream and grind it up with some ice. It's a great little sipper. It's just good, but she does have it on sale right now. So how are we over there?
We're good.
Yes, good idea. Next week we're going to start the June schedule, the summer schedule. The summer schedule is we're going to be in on Wednesdays at 7:30. So everybody, please mark your calendar. This group here that meets the free live support group will be Wednesdays at 7:30 next week.
Yeah.
We're going to be there for the summer. We hope to be bringing in some guests for the summer and just talking about some little bit deeper stuff that we're going to go into and try to make the summer a little bit funner and a little bit more educational as we grow and move along. We're going to try some different things this summer, so we will get there. The benefits of a salt bath. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Epsom salt soaks. They are one of those things. There's different levels you can do it. You can throw 40 pounds of Epsom salt in your bathtub and get in there and soak for an hour. That magnesium and all that getting absorbed through the skin is such a win. It helps with the brain health. It helps with anxiety. It helps with sleep, helps with muscle cramps. It helps with so many things. It is such a delight. But the real true win in it is to go find a magnesium float around you and to go and do one of those. There's like 1,500 pounds of magnesium in one of those vats of water. You cannot not float. You cannot sit up and put your butt on the bottom of the thing. You literally just float.
It is awesome. I feel like $1,000,000 when I come out of that
Comes
thing.
out of
Oh
it
my
like a crazy
gosh.
wind.
It's nuts.
Now it must calm me because I get that mellow. He comes out hyper. I come out feeling like I just want to go home and snuggle up and go to bed. Like I'm just mellow.
Kevin's with me. Kevin's with
Me
me.
too. I'm going to kill you both. Like I just want to mellow out and go to sleep. But it is, you will find what your body needs and it absorbs. And the cool part of magnesium like that, if you would take that much magnesium,
Oh,
you would be in the bathroom. You would have the
Oh.
poops all night long or whatever. You can go in there and lay in that vat of Epsom salt for an hour and it gets absorbed through the skin and it is such a good concentration of it and it gets absorbed. You don't get the side effects. You sleep like a baby. Your
Oh.
anxiety comes down. It's just beautiful. Now, you got to be careful when you go. Do not shave your legs before you go. Note to self. And be very mindful. Do not get splash. Don't goof around in there and splash because if you get that in your eyes, it is very painful.
Yep.
It's salt water and it burns. It's like opening your eyes in the ocean. I mean, it's bad. So just be careful when you go. And it's rough on your hair. So either take a shower cap or something with you.
iPhone 2.
Okay. Take a shower cap or something with you. A lot of places offer a shower cap for you. It's very drying to your hair, and I have curly, nappy hair, so I come out of it looking like a crazy woman, but it's worth it. It's come home, put a conditioner in your hair, and don't worry about it. It is so worth it. So,
And you don't do like Les told us when he went for his first one. He said, and then I'd rolled over on my stomach.
No.
You had to hear him tell it. We were dying.
Oh my gosh.
yeah,
But
no, you need a snorkel and some goggles
yeah,
for that.
Lance is right. I get the high too.
Yeah.
I just feel fantastic.
Yeah.
Like I put a cape on and have an S on my chest.
You're right. I told her the other day, I said, we need to get to
We
a
need
float.
to go one.
I mean,
Go
I'm
do it.
missing it. So,
I did a 90-minute one last week.
oh, where at?
I sl
All right, Mr.
at our place, Mystic Float over there by
Mystic? Okay.
Whipple,
Yeah.
and I slept for 1 solid hour in there.
Oh man, I would do that.
I was gone. I was out a full solid hour
Yep.
because I'm like, wait a minute, I've been in here a long time, and I'd lost track of time, and I don't
It's
normally
like-
look at my clock.
It's amazing when you can get in there when you're not bothered or anything. When you can lay there, and it's like you're floating. I mean,
You
you're
are
just
floating.
you are floating, but it's like you're floating in midair, and it's dark, and it's like total. You wear earplugs so you don't get salt in your ears, or I do anyway, and it's just amazing. It's just like you're just in total
Well, what's
space.
astounding, I've had a swimming pool for 20 or 30 years, whatever it is. I cannot float. Can't do it. My wife has tried. She can lay out there for 2 hours floating, not a problem. She's tried to get me to float for 30, 40 years. I can't do it. Thank goodness in the magnesium float, I can float
There you go.
Me too.
because it's so dense and it's a
Right.
great feeling. A great feeling. Now I see why people float. But
Oh yeah.
It does. It is neat. So
is
the
that
only thing
enough for your daughter?
just be mindful.
She's asking what she's like, what is it? What is it? It's
Okay.
It's like the tub,
Okay,
right?
so let me show you. Let me explain it to you. You'll have to
Yes.
Google a picture of it. It's a big vat that is big enough. I mean, it was big enough. Lance and I went into it together. So it's like
Looks
a
like a
big,
big clamshell.
big bathtub
Mhm.
with a lid. So you go into it and you can do it with the sensory deprivation. So here's the two things. I'm very claustrophobic. I do not go in and pull that lid. You can pull it down, be in total darkness. You can have some light music on. You can do whatever you want to do. I do not do that. He does. He loves it. I cannot pull that lid down on me. So I will get there someday, but I'm not worried about it. I just need the magnesium in me. So it's one of those, be mindful of that, but you don't have to. You're not doing anything wrong if you don't pull that lid down. It's no big deal. It does have a lid. It's going to come down. It's not a tight thing on you.
No.
It's just to make it dark. It just makes it total sensory deprivation so you can totally relax your nervous system.
I mean, you could, with the lid closed, you can sit up.
Yeah. It's not
So
like
it's not anything crazy.
I just don't like I don't like closed places and I don't like pitch black dark. So I got issues I'm dealing with. I'm working on it. But those kind of things, go and enjoy it, but do the best you can do. Stay in there as long as you can. Some places are an hour. Like Kevin said, he just did 90 minutes. Do stay the long as you can. You may have to start out at a half hour till you know you can do it and you know you're okay and see how you feel. And you will get there. But there's a lot of things that benefits and some stuff you can't even realize what it's going to benefit till you do it. And you will see how much your body needs it.
I will say, if you are on blood pressure medication, you might want to wait to take it until after. I did not have a good experience. I didn't. I drove myself there. I really thought I was going to pass out afterwards.
Yep.
My ADHD was really, really kicking in while I was sitting inside that tub. I think for like 15, 20, 30 minutes, I was like, oh, this is great. And then after that, I was like ping ponging all over the thing because I was just
That's interesting.
very, very ADHD. But then when I stood up, I thought I was going to pass out. So I've not gone back to do that in a spa. Now I've done soaks at home. But my husband and I were talking about it. If, you know, he'll drive me.
Yep.
And so just in case.
That's I'm curious though about the ADD thing because I'm okay for 20 minutes or so too. I struggle that last half hour. I mean, I even made him go in with me on the one to see if I could close that lid if he was in there with me. And I thought he was going to drown me because he was ready to kill me.
Just stop moving. Stop moving.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm kicking
like
off the walls with my feet and then like just all over the place, turning around in circles.
Bouncing back and forth. I feel like an astronaut. Like I'm floating in space. I can do this.
She couldn't stay still. She'd make the way, make a wave or something, and that would throw me over into the side, and it was a wreck.
So,
and that's part of it too. Is you gotta just let the mind go, and if you can't do that, I can see. That's why I'm sitting here cracking up. Because I can do that. I can just go into this almost meditative state and think about nothing.
Yes.
It's hard.
So, but I have experienced what you said, Dawn, get up and go, whoa, and realize it was a blood pressure, which
I didn't think
never
of that.
really bothers me. I just recognized it. It just chills you out that much.
I never thought of that because when I got out, I was tired. Like I wonder if it made mine drop. Is that why I got so tired? Maybe.
Yeah.
Because I was ready to come home and go to bed. Like I was just sleeping in the car. I'm ready. That's interesting. Good questions, guys. Yes.
I think my daughter wants to know if you could drown in it.
I doubt it because you can't go under.
Can't sink.
Oh, why
You can't
not?
Go under.
You can't drown, and I don't think
It's only this deep.
It's only 16 inches of water.
Oh, okay.
So it's not deep.
It's not
just,
deep at all.
You can't not float.
But
if you try to sit up, like if you even just sit up in it, you cannot keep your butt on the bottom. You know, like if you sit up in the bathtub, your butt's on the bottom of the tub and you can sit upright in that water. You cannot get your butt to go down on the bottom of that of the float. Like you bob like a bobber. You just float.
Yeah, you won't drown.
It just makes you float.
Yes.
Yep. Just like being in the ocean. Like how, have you ever been in the ocean where you float because of the salt water? It's 10 times more than that.
Yes.
I mean, it's just because it's so dense. You cannot put your butt on the bottom.
I mean, you can just absolutely lay out. Your face won't go under the water. It won't. I mean, you could be stiff as a board and you can actually relax and it supports you.
And go to sleep.
Yeah, I got like a 6-foot wingspan. I'm 6'1". I mean, I don't go underwater. So
he's laid back with his arms back behind his neck like this, just floating. He's out.
I'm sleeping.
I'm bobbing off of him, like just bobbing around in there like a bobber, and he is out.
Yep.
I'm like, I wish.
It's awesome. We need to get one of those.
That'll be our next. All right, that'll be our next hack.
See if I can find that on Marketplace.
Our next hack. We got the hot tub, the cold plunge, a sauna. We got all the things. Now we need a float.
Float.
Now we need a float. Maybe that's what we could put in the massage room back
Oh,
Yeah, we don't need a table anymore. So,
okay.
All right, guys. Heather, great questions. Adding baking soda helps to cleanse any toxins and mold out of the system. There's a lot of studies in the baking soda thing. It is alkaline to the system, things like that. So, we have an alkaline water machine. So, do I understand the total science in it? No, I don't. Can I give you the best? It'd be worth one of those. I look at it, no harm, no foul. It's not going to hurt you, but try it and see what it does. I guess I don't have enough.
Watch your numbers, listen to your body. Those two things right there will tell you a multitude of things when you want to try them. If you're going to try something, try one thing the same way and repeat that.
Let's see what it does.
Track your numbers and see what the results are. That's your best baseline because it may work for you, but may not work for me. Or it may work for Kevin and may not work for Dawn. You know, everybody's situation and everybody's thing is different.
Another thing I kind of look at with all of those little hacks that we can all try. It's one of those things, do the ones you can clean up the low hanging fruit first. Baking soda may be a great little alternative, but more important than that is getting those carbs down and the sugar out. That's going to help keep the body from being so acidic and things like that. I mean, all of those things will help all those things take care of themselves as your chemistry gets stronger and better. So take care of the low hanging fruit first. Then if you need the detail work and dig in the nitty gritty later, that would be an option for you.
I think one thing too, once you start on this journey and you start getting into this way of lifestyle, there is a multitude of things that can come at you from all different directions. The best thing that I would say, or the best advice that I would give, get yourself as stable as you can and consistent as you can in one area first. Let your body kind of ride that out. If you want to try something, wait till you're consistently at a certain level before you try something because it may kick you out by trying that certain thing. It'll kick you out of your consistency, then you won't know where you're at. So just try to take all the variables out that you can. The more consistent you are, the better you are. So
another lesson that I learned in this early on, I was one of those people because I was always in the health industry. I've always sold herbs. I've always had them at my studios, in my gym, everything. I always had just racks and racks of herbs and supplements and all of, I mean, the money I used to spend in supplements and Juice Plus and Nature Sunshine and cleanses and antioxidants, just all the things, the money I used to spend in it. To now I look at it, if I put the right nutrition in, the goal is to not need all the supplements. The money I save by not buying supplements anymore. Now I buy like some BHB, some vitamin D, keep it simple, but it's amazing how much supplements I don't need. I'm getting the vitamins, I'm getting the nutrients from the good quality foods and the meats that I'm eating, the good oils, all those things that I used to buy
the
in
good
boxes.
salts.
Yeah, the good salt. How many things we used to buy just for a supplement. It's like, you know what? When you have healthy chemistry, you don't need all the damn supplements. I mean, it more than pays for itself. My cupboards used to be full of supplements.
I can
Full.
attest to that.
Full of supplements, that it's crazy of how much money I wasted through the years of. Now, would I rather try an herbal remedy than go straight to a medication if I get a cold or get my allergies flaring up or something like that? I mean, I had a sneezing fit today that I'm like, oh, something is alive. Something is coming in and getting me today that didn't get me yesterday's, but they were mowing my yard. So if that would stay up, yeah, I would probably find something to help clear up my sinuses a little bit and make breathing a little bit easier. But I'm not on daily handfuls of supplements anymore at all. You know, I used to live for those daily supplements and I thought they were saving my life. And again, getting the glucose out, getting the ketones up, getting my brain healthy and the cells healthy is so much more important than handfuls of supplements that I really would probably, with the way all that stuff is right now in our society and big companies, I would probably question the availability and the usage and the manufacturing of just about every supplement out there anymore.
Yep.
There'd just be very few I would trust. I mean, it just, everybody's out to make a dollar and that's what matters. And if it comes down to your health or a dollar, there's not many companies I would say that put your health first. And that's just kind of my pet peeve, but 2 cents worth ain't worth that. But that's kind of where I stand even on the supplements. It's a big learning curve, and it's been a hard lesson that I've learned the hard way. So any other questions? Anything? How you doing over there?
I'm good.
Everyone needs a float. Yes, everyone needs a float. And
Yep.
everyone can do a float. Try it. Desiree, I hope you feel better. God love her. Desiree's not feeling good, so everybody say a prayer for Desiree. But anyways, go over, check out the new shop on the website. Let me
Yep.
know what you guys think. If you have any good ideas that you want on the t-shirts or anything, let us know. We will add. We can grow it now and do anything you want.
I have a quick question. I keep forgetting to ask you this. So I know that you had said that you can look at our Keto Mojo or our chronometer. How do I make sure that you get that information? Or I don't know if I give you my login information
For
or
the Keto Mojo, just text if you want to, so we don't do it on here, so it won't be on the live. Text
yeah.
me your email that you signed into My Mojo Health with, and that will put you on your My Keto Mojo dashboard. That's all written out in the course over there. So when you get down to what the lesson on the Keto Mojo, that's all in there. Just text me your email, and I will send you an invite for that one. For chronometer, I need you to send me your email that you signed in and your password, and I can go in and check that for you. That one doesn't come up on a dashboard. That one I just literally have to sign into and go check. So just send me a text and say, hey, check my numbers. Or when we're in classes on Tuesday, let me know and I'll be happy to do that for you too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Everybody good?
Just remember, next week we're on Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. next week.
We're going to give it a try and see how it
And
goes. Hopefully
That will
works.
be the new schedule.
Yes. Try it out for the summer. We're trying to cram everything into the nights. So because it's going to be boating season and Lance is going to
No,
be
it is
MIA.
boating season, but the weather's not cooperating.
Ohio doesn't know it's summer yet. So
Yes.
yeah, our furnace is still running, literally. Like we're supposed to be boating season and it's bad. So
Anyway, guys.
all right, we're done complaining. All right, we love y'all. Have a great week.
Thank you all for coming.